streaming. I'm just setting this to record as well. I just want to confirm that we're live on YouTube. Give me a second here. Yes, looks like we're live and ready to go. Is everyone ready to go?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen now, everybody. Can everybody see this okay?
Yes.
Yeah, looks
Perfect. Well, let's get started. Hello, thanks everyone for joining and everyone joining the live stream. This is awesome. And today we're here with the KCC Unicorn Contest winners. So if you all haven't heard yet, the KCC Unicorn Contest was created to help promote the KCC ecosystem and help grow the blockchain ecosystem as a whole on the platform. The contest encouraged projects of all types to participate, be it GameFi, DeFi, social DAOs, and more. From these projects, contestants were evaluated based on total value locked, daily transaction volume, monthly average transaction volume, among other KPIs as well. And out of a staggering $1 million cash prize pool, today we're joined by the top 5 projects that collectively took home $700,000 to help grow their platforms and communities. Today, each project will present live for you, and we'll also field questions at the end of this webinar. So please give all of your questions in the comments section, and we'll get to as many of them as we can. Starting us off today, let's talk to Mojito Swap. And from Mojito Swap, we have the head of business development, Iris.
Hello, everyone. Here's Iris.
Hello, hello.
Glad to be here. Yeah. So we should directly kick off the introduction to Mojito Swap.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so thanks for a kindly introduction, Limarc. And hello, everyone. Here's Iris. Glad to be here and join the KCC Unicorn Contest panel alongside with other great projects here. So first thing first, I would say that it's a great honor for Mojito Swap to be selected as the legendary unicorn. I would like to give my sincere thanks to all of our supporters. We really appreciate all the efforts you've done. And I also want to say big congrats to other projects that got the rewards or have been nominated. Yeah, so Mojito Swap is also thrilled to see that KCC has more and more projects on board. So basically, we believe that all the builders, or I would say developers inside the ecosystem will definitely have a bunch of possibilities to collaborate with each other in the near future and then boost the whole ecosystem together. And Mojito Swap will keep on being open-minded in terms of that. Okay, so let's move forward to the introduction part. I will give a quick review of the key features of Mojito Swap and then share what we're going to do in the future. Okay, so basically Mojito Swap is an AMM DEX running on KCC, and you can trade any KRC20 tokens on our platform. If the token has not been released on KCC yet, the KCC bridge and other cross-chain bridges can help with the swapping. Yeah, so you can also do liquidity mining and staking to earn yields. Right now, we have a dual mining pools and the classic mining pools to do this liquidity mining things. And the classic mining is mainly focused on the top tier assets, and participants can only get MJT as rewards. While joining the dual mining pool can let you get 2 kinds of tokens as rewards. And now it is open to some, I would say, innovative assets or newly listed assets. And here is a reminder, we have launched a new dual mining pool about 3 hours ago, together with our partner Conflux, a leading layer 1 solution in China. So our users can stake CFX to KCS LP tokens to earn MJT and PPI as a reward. So I think do not miss the chance to farm and earn your yields. And it's time to, I think, talk about the Launchpad. We also have Launchpad to have the new projects on KCC carry out a successful, I would say, initial token offering and have them bootstrap their liquidity and trading volume. And also for the user side, to give our users an opportunity to invest in a certain protocol at its early stage, and then enjoying the possible exercise like returns. So here I want to highlight 2 Launchpad programs that we've done. The first one is the Cool Mining. So basically, Cool Mining is a blockchain game based on real life hash power. And each player can have a chance to earn BTC rewards in Cool Mining. Actually, Cool Mining is our first Launchpad program, and the total assets committed at the end of this Launchpad were almost 4 times the settled goal. So, and the all-time high ROI reached more than 500%. The other case I would like to mention is the Picasso. Picasso is a card battle game, and it has been selected as the top GameFi project in the Unicorn Contest. Picasso has achieved 16 times oversubscription in our IDO or the Launchpad program, and so far the all-time high price hits the number that is, I would say, 1,700% of the initial offering price. And it's also worthwhile to know that the tokens of these 2 projects, the Kuha and MMS, the platform token of Cool Mining and Picasso, they have both been successfully listed on KuCoin exchange. So I think basically our Launchpad has hit I would say a size. And one thing to add is the Nft Marketplace. Actually, users can trade in-game props like artwork and almost all types of NFTs on our platform. And currently, our marketplace supports the trading of NFT assets like Picasso, CBG, Lumen, Vixen, Punks, and etc. And actually, we want to make the marketplace a major platform for trading KCC NFTs and KuCoin NFTs in the future. Limarc, please turn to the next page. Thanks. As one of the batch of protocols deployed on KCC, Mojito Swap as a decentralized trading platform is dedicated to bring a trustworthy infrastructure for DeFi and NFT ecosystem on KCC. We did our work around these and made some achievements with the support of our users and partners, but I think there is still a long way to go. And here are 4 directions we attach great importance to achieve our mission and vision, I would say. Okay. So basically, Mojito Swap will have more assets on board, no matter it's NFTs or NFTs, no matter it's inside the KCC ecosystem or outside, to give users more options to trade on our platform. We'll also hold community polls to let our community vote for which assets they want to trade and farm on KCC. That's the first thing. And the second thing is about higher yields. Apart from the native service we provide, like the Launchpad and yield farming, Mojito Swap keeps on exploring I would say, add-on protocols or projects that can enrich the trading or investment strategies for our users and allow them to earn more with Mojito Swap. So actually, we have already had an awesome collaboration with Open Leverage in this direction, and people can enjoy margin trading more easily through our collaboration. And we will have like a deeper interaction with Open Leverage in the future. So please stay tuned. Okay, so this is the second thing. And the third thing is about like optimizing the user experience. Actually, this thing is something that we always have in mind. Like I suppose we all have made the difficulties when trying to use like a new public chain or a layer 1 chain, and it's hard for us to send the assets in, right? So what we are thinking about is making it easier for users from like other chains to access KCC and Mojito in this multi-chain crypto space. And fortunately, our partners like Bcape and Token Pocket have the products that support cross-chain swapping. So we can achieve our goal by integrating their services. Yeah, that would be great for us. I have talked about more trading options, higher yields, and better experience. It's all about the value that we want to deliver to our users. But as I've mentioned, Mojito Swap is playing a kind of like, I would say, infrastructure role in the KCC ecosystem. So basically, we also want to provide stronger support, I would say exactly financial support to the projects on KCC. So we're building some strategies to boost the liquidity and trading volume for projects. And I believe our partners will definitely benefit from such strategies. Okay, so finally, I would like to see Mojito Swap wants to be like a community-driven platform. We appreciate any suggestions and opinions from our community. Please feel free to offer your ideas to help us get better. So that's all I want to say about Mojito Swap. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Iris. That was Iris, the head of business development at Mojito Swap. And yeah, thanks so much. I'm kind of anticipating Picaster. And as the winner of the legendary unicorn, the grand prize of this contest, I'm sure everyone is expecting a lot from Mojito Swap. And we already have lots of questions in the comments. Thanks everybody who asked a question. I'll be collecting them all and fielding them for Iris once we're done here. So thanks again, Iris. Next, let's move on to Open Leverage. The winner of the next prize, we have the head of business development, Gabriel from Open Leverage. Just a little bit about Open Leverage. Open Leverage is the best DEX with permissionless margin trading protocol and open leverage trading market. Gabriel, do we have you here?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. Thank you for having us to the hosts. And also, we want to take a moment to give a special thanks to the community who voted for us as one of the top 5 projects. We're thrilled to be a part of KCC. We have a lot of faith in the ecosystem, and we've received a ton of support from both the chain and also the community. And we just wanted to give a moment of thanks. So Open Leverage is a permissionless margin trading protocol. We're currently deployed on 3 chains. That includes Ethereum, BNB chain, and now KCC chain. So what is Open Leverage? We can think about this protocol as being a key piece of DeFi infrastructure. We give users, traders, the tools to essentially either lend tokens or also go long or short. Being long essentially is betting directionally on token prices to go up, and being short is directionally betting on prices to go down. And we see this functionality as being pretty important in the DeFi space, especially in terms of capital efficiency and also in terms of providing efficient markets. So I guess I'll give a quick background on the team before I sort of dive into the technicals of how it works. But the founding team, rest assured, is a team of experienced entrepreneurs and specialists in blockchain with many years of experience, both on the traditional finance side of things, including derivatives trading, risk management, banking, and trading, as well as blockchain-based financial systems. So I would say between the sort of the core team, we have maybe about close to 15 to 20 years of experience in TradFi. And then our dev team has ample experience on the blockchain side, very comfortable coding across different platforms and different coding languages as well. And I think the thing that really links us together is that we're quite passionate about financial markets. We're people who are always looking at sort of what's going on in the markets, not just in crypto, but also in terms of the broader economy. And that's sort of what drives us to work on this project every day, because we really do love of markets, and we believe in the mission of open leverage of building sort of these permissionless tools that give people the sort of power to trade directly from their laptop or smartphone in a totally open and trustless way. So the way that open leverage works is that we connect into the top DEXs across different chains. Those include Uniswap, PancakeSwap, or even Mojito Swap, who just heard from. A user can either lend tokens, and those tokens are lent single-sided. For example, a user can lend USDC into a single-sided vault. And traders can also use liquidity on open leverage to go long or short. So they borrow assets from the open leverage platform, and then we route that liquidity through an existing DEX. It could be someone like, it could be a partner like Mojito Swap, to execute that trade. And we provide leverage of up to, we can provide leverage of up to 20x. And if you're a lender on the platform, you can supply your tokens and earn yield. And I would say one of the coolest things about the platform is that it enables most tokens, or every token that we have on the platform, to be yield bearing. So if you supply your tokens and there is sufficient interest in the platform to either long or short that token, you can potentially generate yield. And that yield, we view it as being sustainable. It's not really relying on any sort of incentive mechanism. It is real yield paid by traders who are either long or short, who have to pay that yield to the borrower, the lender, sorry. So yeah, that's one of the coolest things about open leverage is this yield generation. And on top of that, we're obviously running different campaigns to incentivize as much liquidity as possible to build sufficient liquidity on our platform, so we can give users the opportunity to go long or short. And most of these pairs, all of these pairs are actually isolated. So it means that if you're lending to a pair, so you're lending to maybe USDC, KCC, that means that your risk is isolated to that pair. So we really built this platform with a lot of security in mind, and we believe that good security is probably the core principle of open leverage. With that, I think we can go to the next slide. In terms of our sort of highlights up to this point, and we're pretty proud to announce these stats. We've reached about $460 million equivalent in trading volume. That's across all of our three chains. We also currently have about 11 million in TVL, and we're trying to quickly scale that liquidity and really grow within the different chains that we're deployed on. In terms of the timing, we launched on mainnet in December of 2021, and then we made the decision of launching on BNB chain in February of 2022. And it wasn't until April of this year that we decided to launch on KCC as our third chain and partner. And I'll repeat that we launched on KCC because we do have a lot of confidence in this ecosystem, and we received a lot of support in terms of launching on KCC, which made this sort of launch, we would say, a very smooth and a very positive experience to this point. We have partnered with some of the biggest names in DeFi. We're proud to have KCC as one of our partners, and we also have Binance Chain as one of our partners, including the leading dexes. So I've mentioned Uniswap, PancakeSwap, BuySwap, MDEX, Mojito Swap, which is on this call, and also some of the leading wallets in the space. We want to give users a ton of flexibility of accessing open leverage through many different wallets. So we've partnered with Coinbase Wallet, SafePal is a big partner of ours, Trust Wallet, BitKeep, really making the platform as sort of user friendly and also beginner friendly as possible. And on the security side of things, we do have 3 different audits. We have audits from PeckShield, Certic, and Code4Arena. And we're actively always running different sorts of bug bounty programs to encourage our community to sort of battle test our algorithms and make sure that everything is airtight and we're sort of following maximum security best practices. We've been pretty active in building our community. I believe we have over 35,000 Twitter users who are Twitter followers on our account, and we've been actively building community, I would say, since the end of 2021 or Q3, Q4 2021. We joined Uniswap's community call on the 8th of September. We've held about 45 plus AMAs across different partner Discords, different partner Twitters. We had our first open leverage community call on the 30th of March. Some other major community activity is we were selected to be on BNB Chain's 5th batch of their incubation project, which we're currently ongoing. And now obviously we've been voted as part of KCC's top 5 projects as an Epic Unicorn winner, which we're thrilled about as well. And finally, I just wanted to sort of share the vision of open leverage going forward and what you can expect us to be working on, because rest assured, we are working on pretty round the clock to deliver even more functionality and even more features to our product. And I'll say that one of the overarching goals of open leverage is to be a social finance platform. We want the platform to be fun. We want it to be open. We want you to invite as many friends as possible to trade with you, share tips about the market, and just have fun with the product. We obviously recognize the risks of trading and investing in crypto assets, but we want people to also be able to make this into something that's fun and welcoming to new users. On the trading side, we're working really hard to introduce limit orders instead of market orders. We will focus limit orders. And we're also building smart liquidity vaults, which will better facilitate liquidity on our platform to move liquidity to the pairs that really need it, to facilitate trading in times of volatility and also make the platform even more efficient. We're always looking at expanding towards new chains. We know that the DeFi community is quickly growing across many different chains, and we are always looking to expand to new chains, but we want to do so strategically. We want to make sure that the chains we're expanding to are best fit, and then we can find a proper home the way that we did on KCC. We currently are looking at integrations into Avalanche, Polygon, and Phantom networks. And finally, I will finish off the open leverage part of the presentation with us saying that we do have a token in the works. We are planning to launch a token in the next couple of weeks. The timing will be over the summer. And our native token will give our users a ton of different benefits, and mainly around utility. So our token holders can expect to share in the success of open leverage through fee generation, and also receive discounts and boosted rewards on trading and lending. And most importantly, I would say, is that it'll give our holders the chance to govern the platform. So essentially taking out taking some of the major decisions out of our hands and putting it into the hands of our users, so we can collectively, as a DAO or as a group, govern the platform going forward, in terms of the major decisions that we need to make, and also in terms of how we choose to sort of go forward. And with that, I'll conclude Open Leverage's section, and happy to take any questions at the end of this call.
Thank you so much, Gabriel. And yeah, the chat kind of exploded with questions. So we'll definitely have more than enough questions for you after this. But thanks so much for the great presentation there.
Of course.
All right. Next, we have the Diamond Unicorn winner, KuSwap. So KuSwap is the first automatic market maker and yield farm, as well as the most powerful DEX currently on KCC, in which users are able to enjoy the lowest fees with an increasing utility. And from KuSwap today, we have the co-founder Stein here to give you their presentation.
Hi, everyone. I am known in the KuSwap community as Stein, and I'm the co-founder of KuSwap. So first of all, I'm very honored to be here, and I want to thank KCC and HackerNoon for organizing this event. And I just want to give a big shout out to our beloved KuSwappers, because you guys are the real MVP for getting us this far. So having said that, as you all know, we've been in the KCC, as Limarc has said, since the very beginning. And since then, we've built a great community who's been with us through the best and toughest of times. So I'm just going to kind of give you a quick tour of some of the stuff that we've built over the past year, and some stuff on where we're headed. So we've started with basic DeFi services, namely a decentralized exchange and a farm, a yield farm. So we thought it would be useful to have some charts and analytics available on our site, so as to give users more insights into what's happening on the market at any given time. So those are live right now, and you can use them by going to KuSwap. Now, we also have a token and NFT Launch Pad, where classics such as Kudoge and Vixen Punks from KCC launched and are listed on our Nfc Marketplace. So for the marketplace, we've studied a lot of marketplaces in other chains, and we've adopted good practices of those marketplaces, and also implemented many suggestions from our community. So we're very proud of what it has become so far. And we see NFTs as a very good way of reaching out to the community, and it kind of uplifts the community spirit whenever something cool gets listed on it. And when we do trading battles and other promotional stuff. So we also have a working governance arm, a governance forum, and snapshot voting that makes use of our governance token, the KuSgov. This is where we take the pulse of the community and kind of develop around the ideas suggested to our Telegram community and on the governance forums. Now, development-wise, we have constantly developed stuff based on the demands of the current market, and also based on the suggestions taken from the community. So we take into consideration the current technology available in KCC, and at times even looking at other chains in order to provide more services and value to our users. So next up for our development would be our lending platform, bonds, and more innovative stuff for KuSplay. More specifically, we'd like to reach out to our international communities and kind of explore that part to see what services or games we can deliver that would encourage more people to use KuSwap and KCC. So I think we can move on to the next slides, Limarc. Thank you. So I'd like to talk a little bit about our mission. So our mission is to provide a cost-efficient, safe, and fun space for our users to experience DeFi. And I guess just by being in KCC, that battle is already half won. So we all know we have very low fees in the chain, and we see the KCC team building and developing KCC in every aspect, including this unicorn event, which we all think was a very good initiative from the KCC team. Now, the latter part of our mission statement is something that I'm personally very excited about. Our next release is actually going to be centered on contributing to making the KuCoin community chain capital efficient by implementing KuSwap v3, which aims to aggregate all the liquidity on the chain and provide the best swap rates for our users. So I see this as a kind of way to work with other projects in KCC, and it benefits our users. So we're very excited about this upcoming release as well. As for our vision, it's actually very simple. We want to make DeFi accessible to pretty much everyone. So being on KCC is a really important step for that, because we all know that it's very easy to enter DeFi through KCC because KuCoin itself is very accessible as an entry point. But aside from making it accessible, we also aim to make it fun for our community, and that's why we focus our development not only in technical matters, but also in keeping regular temperature checks with the community, and see what would make it more fun for them. Because ultimately, we believe that the fun factor and the community factor play a very huge role in encouraging user adoption. And on that regard, I think we're doing quite all right. But we will keep developing in that aspect as well. And we'd love to welcome new participants in the ecosystem and take a look at the community we've built. So yeah, that's all I want to say about KuSwap, and swap it till you make it.
All right. Thank you so much, Stan. We also had lots of questions for you in the chat, which I'll be asking at the very end here. Next, let's move on to our next speaker. And we have Gold Unicorn winner BitKeep. BitKeep is the best decentralized multi-chain crypto wallet, providing 40 plus main chains and 45,000 plus crypto assets. And today from BitKeep, we have the head of business development, Sam, to give us their presentation.
Yeah, thank you so much. So it's been an honor to participate in KCC Unicorn Contest, and we are one of the first wallet to integrate KCC. Like, we are one of the first top 5 wallets in the industry. Yep, can we move to next slide? So BitKeep, like, we've been founded in May 2018. It's been around 4 years we've been in the industry and been growing and growing regardless of the market conditions and stuff. There has been ups and downs, and a lot of stuff has been going on. But yep, we have achieved about 6 million global users worldwide and having 200K plus daily active users across different regions, different countries, covering about 168 plus countries. And right now, like last week, we had a fundraising, and we are glad that KuCoin also participated in it, in our fundraising. We raised 15 million funding on Series A, closed it with some of the big names in the industry, Dragonfly, Gaurang Capital, and Foresight Ventures. So they are some of the leading venture capitals, in the industry. So what BitKeep brings is, like, it's a complete gateway to Web3, It's not just a wallet that you can use, send tokens or receive tokens. So it integrates 5 functionalities. Number 1 is wallet, of course, and we take care of the security and we keep it a high priority. So we integrated DSM security, which is a double layered security. And if one layer is breached, for example, then there will be second layer, which will protect it. And in the past 4 years, we haven't had a single breach of security yet. So it's it's been robust for us as far as security is concerned, being a non-custodial wallet. And then there is a swap. Like, we have integrated about 25 plus swaps. Mojito Swap is one of them, is participating in one of the unicorn here. So we have integrated them on different chains. About 10 plus chains are integrated within our DEX aggregator. We call it PK Swap. And so for like the experience of the UI, user interference is that, like, you won't even know if you are swapping one token from one chain, for example, from BSC to Ethereum. Everything will be done by the BitKeep, and you will be prompted with the best possible results from all the pools of swaps that we have integrated. So this is our swap. We made it easier for our users. And then there is Nft Marketplace. We have integrated Nft Marketplace about 2 months ago, and it's also an Nft Marketplace aggregator where we aggregated APIs from like OpenSea, from Air NFT on BSC, and then we have our own Nft Marketplace where we are supporting Polygon, BSC, and Ethereum. So our Nft Marketplace is also like, it has a unique feature where you can buy NFT on any token that is available in your wallet. Let's say the NFT is listed on Ethereum marketplace and you need ETH for that, and you have USDT in your wallet. So what Bitkeep will do is convert those USDT in Ethereum, and then you are able to buy it, and everything, the process will be done in the background, so you won't even know it, and the price will be the same. Like, and currently there is a promo going on with zero NFT fee. Like if you are buying NFT, the transaction fee is zero on any chain that you are buying, like on Ethereum, on Polygon, on BSC. And then there is a DA browser, which is like Web3 H5 injected within Bitkeep wallet, iOS, Android version. And then users are able to access it right from our wallet platform or right from our application, and the wallet will be already connected, and they can do their tasks and then disconnect their wallet. So this is our fourth function. And then our launchpad is also a multi-chain launchpad. We have had 6 projects on our launchpad, and the 7th one is already scheduled, which is a gamify project. And the last launchpad project we had was oversubscribed by 10x, and we had to refund the users, the excess fund that they have sent in our launchpad. So in launchpad, what do we do is we'll take your tokens and we will do everything like distribution, collection of whitelist, and everything. And at the end of the day, they'll get their funding. The project will get their fund that we have raised, and Bitkeep will manage everything. So yeah, it's been a quite 4 years to develop such a functionalities and keeping with the industry. We can move to next slide. Okay, so Bitkeep ecosystem, like we are working under one umbrella. So there is a Bitkeep wallet and there is a venture capital. So what Bitkeep is going to do in the future is like incubate a project. First of all, they'll pick an idea. If someone has an idea, they'll come to us. Let's say, for example, they have an idea, we'll pick it up. Our venture will invest in the seed rounds and private rounds and fund them. And then we'll support it with the listings and stuff on Bitkeep and fully support on our launchpad. And then we have a centralized exchange. Apologies for the typo here. It's BitGet exchange. We are working under one umbrella. So the project will come in our incubation center. We'll incubate it. We'll support from Bitkeep wallet, and then we'll get listed on BitGet exchange, which is top 7 exchange on CoinGecko ranking. And then we have Foresight News, which is my Chinese colleague will know, the participants here will know about it. One of the top 5 news platform in our Chinese side and Asian side. And at the end, I'd like to say thank you to KuCoin and KCC for considering us for this, this event, and giving me an opportunity to present about Bitkeep. And we are really glad to have them onboarded, integrated in not just the main chain, but the whole ecosystem. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer in the end. Thanks.
Cool. Thank you very much, Sam, and congrats on all of your success up to this point. Thank you very much for that awesome presentation as well. All right. Our last unicorn presenting today is our final gold unicorn winner, X Hashtag. X Hashtag is building a 360 Web3 growth automation suite to help Web3 projects scale and grow. And to tell us a little bit more about that is the X Hashtag founder, Monica.
Yeah. Hello, Limarc, and to everyone who are with us today, thank you very much for having me here. And at X Hashtag, we recognize that community is the backbone for any Web3 project to succeed. And at the same time, there is a subset of users in the crypto space who are ready to add value to these ecosystems for monetary or reputational rewards. And our platform helps match such users with Web3 projects that require acceleration with their growth. With X Hashtag, Web3 businesses can launch a structured campaign to attract engagement on off-chain properties such as social media. So Twitter is very popularly used for crypto-related work, right? Or request on-chain smart contract interactions. So the reward can either be in fungible or non-fungible tokens, including non-transferable soul-bound tokens, or known as SPTs, which are distributed automatically to users or claimable after autonomous verification of task completion. And since our launch in November last year, we have run our beta program where we have partnered with more than 20 projects and launched several marketing campaigns, which resulted in participation from over 200K plus users. We have also published these case studies on our Medium blog for insights into these campaigns. And adding to that, so every participant is also provided with an on-chain credential that helps us tackle bots and enables us to route work to appropriate users with more efficiency and accurately. In addition to helping projects with community and engagement, we are also building tools that help projects go to market quickly. Our growing list of tools include the instant token creator and the liquid staking vault creator that helps add utility to the tokens and encourage users to stake while still allowing them to access their staked funds through a liquid stake token. These tools were recently integrated with the KCC mainnet as part of the KCC Unicorn Contest, where we were also chosen as the Gold Unicorn and received Top Web3 Project Award as well. We have seen in a very at least 30K plus users participating in this campaign and pushing us through in making this successful. And at Xhashtag, our mission is to educate and enable crypto enthusiasts across the globe to earn crypto in a sustainable fashion by giving them access to learning opportunities or flexible micro jobs that contribute towards Web3 growth. We are working towards being the go-to platform for users to discover these micro tasks and jobs in real time and allow businesses to access scalable human capital on a need basis without any commitment, leading to operational cost efficiencies. And finally, I'd like to thank KCC and the HackerNoon team for giving us this opportunity to share about Xhashtag and our goals towards leading a better future of work. And we look forward to growing together and stronger. Finally, I'd like to add that to those who are interested to work with us or looking for growth hacks, you can reach us out through xhashtag.io. Happy to take any questions. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for that presentation, Monica. And now we'll move on to the Q&A section, which everyone has been waiting for. Thank you to everyone in the comments giving us all your awesome questions. I'll try my best to get to all of them. Why don't we start with Mojito Swap, Iris?
Okay,
So,
I'm ready.
All right. Let me see what we got here. One interesting question that came up a few times is, will Mojito Swap focus on countries that don't have that much English accessibility? One person asked if you have any plans to expand into African countries.
Yes, actually, Mojito Swap are preparing the I would say multi-language version. So I think we're willing to have more users in different countries, regions using different languages on board. So we are working on it. So please stay tuned about that, about our new version that supports multi-languages. Yeah.
Perfect. And while I have you here, everyone wants to have this question answered from every project. So now that you've won the legendary Unicorn Prize, what do you plan to do with the prize money?
So it's still the question for me?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. So I think it's an interesting question. So basically the prize will be used I will say in 4 sections. And one is the product development to provide, I would say, a better user experience. And also the business development and resource or some kind of partnership expansions to having more assets and services get involved in Mojito Swap. And the third thing is the liquidity boosting to give a stronger support for the protocols whose assets are listed on Mojito Swap or those who have launched a pool on Mojito Swap. So I will say all these usages are in line with the plans we have just described, the four directions we want to like dedicate it to building. Yeah. That's my answer about the usage of the price. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Iris. Next, let's move on to open leverage. So for open leverage, we had a question here. Would you say your platform is more like margin trading or futures trading, and why?
That's a great question. It is really more like margin trading. I think with a lot of futures trading and perpetual futures trading platforms done on centralized exchanges, there's usually always a lot of gatekeeping. That means those platforms can select which tokens to list on. And also there's usually a counterparty who's sort of always handling the other side of those trades. But with open leverage, it really is a sort of a trustless margin trading platform where the counterparty is always another user. And that really stands to benefit sort of the users of the platform. But that's a great question.
Cool. Thank you very much. And same question we asked Mojito Swap. Now that you've won this prize, what do you plan to do with the prize money?
Sorry, could you say?
Oh, sorry.
I didn't get your point.
Sorry, same question. It's still for open leverage. What does open leverage plan to do with the prize money?
Oh, yeah. So we're doing a 50-50 split. 50% of it we are rewarding to traders on KCC chain who trade in select pairs. And the other 50% we are giving back to sort of the community and the community members who voted for us.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really great to hear. Thank you very much.
Of course.
All right. Now let's move on to Stein and KuSwap.
Yep.
We had a question in the chat here. What is Ku's Vault? Could you explain in detail?
Oh, give me 1 second. Ku's Vault, you mean the Ku stock. So can I share my screen or?
I'm okay with that. Let me give you a second here so you can do that.
No, never mind. Let me just give a rundown. So basically, we have a yield aggregator. So what happens is instead of manually compounding the farms or the liquidity on the farms, it becomes automatically it gets automatically compounded for a small fee. So what happens with the KuStack aggregator is that the fees for these services or vaults automatically go to our KuSgov holders or for the governance token holders. So in the recent months, we've been actually building most of the platform in order to benefit the governance token holders, in order to encourage more lockers or more participants in governance for the KuSwap platform. So that's one step in encouraging users to participate in governance.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. And what does your team plan to do with the prize money?
Oh, for the prize money, we are actually going to be splitting it. We're going to be running some contests because we do have trading battles. We have a lot of stuff that we can work with. But we're also planning to reserve some of it for audits, because we're going to be launching a lot of stuff. So development and community contests.
Cool. Thank you very much, Stein.
All right.
Let's move over to Sam from BitKeep. So Sam, got an interesting question for you here. What is the worst or most difficult problem your team faced up to this point, and how did you overcome it?
Yeah, I think the worst problem was to hire more people. We couldn't find a lot of people at the start because there are like a lot of chains that has to be integrated and the ecosystem that has to be supported. So we have had a lot of challenges to find great talent in the Web3 ecosystem. Like, we are non-custodial and we have to have everything like open source and add it to our to our wallet. So that has been the most challenging part, and I can say we have overcome it, and we have integrated since then 60+ chains and the whole ecosystems of it. So we are growing pretty fast, and we have overcome those challenges.
Awesome. And to help foster that growth, how do you plan to use the prize money you want from this contest?
Yeah, so if you go to our socials and everything, we have had a complete month of an event with Polygon, which is one of the top chain in the industry, public chain, and there are hundreds of thousands of projects, and even Instagram, and they'll be having their NFTs on those chains. So we have had a whole month of events, including AMAs, including learn and earn giveaways and NFTs that has been specially designed. So we are planning to do something like that with the fundings, with the prize money, and together with KUKA and KCC main chain, we'll be having some of the activities, like a special NFT, AMAs, and then learn and earn, so that we have our community know about KCC and then leverage each other communities to bring up KCC's user base and stuff. So this is how we'll be using the prize money. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Sam. And let's move over finally to Monica from X Hashtag. Monica, we had a couple questions for you here. One of them is, what are the use cases of the XTag token?
Yes. So XTag token is basically a governance token for our DAO. So at the moment, the token is widely used to purchase the reward amount that is given out in stable coins. But it is the tokens are purchased from the open market and redistributed among the users who are adding value to the platform. Apart from that, holding XTag increases your chances to be able to win in the next campaign that you're going to participate in. So your earning opportunities increase. And as we progress towards building this decentralized platform where work can also be verified, people holding XTag will be able to review others' work, or there could be more opportunities for earning other than just participating. And the staking is also live right now on Avalanche, which we have integrated a few months back. That is one to mention. And we will also activate governance in the coming months, where the community can contribute to and direct which direction we should be taking to lead it. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. And just one more. Someone asked, is it possible to earn a full-time income via X Hashtag, and how?
Yeah. So our long-term goal is to give people the ability to earn a full-time income while, giving 100% flexibility in terms of location and time. That also fits well with the ethos of Work 4.0, where we, was aiming for. At the moment, we are still trying out what works and what works, but definitely that is somewhere we are going towards. And until at this point, we have given away at least 80K plus in rewards. So that is definitely earning for people who have participated in these campaigns so far.
Of course. And now that you've won the Gold Unicorn Prize, how does your team plan to use this money?
Yeah, we plan to use towards the development of the platform and also support growth specifically in the KCC ecosystem. We'd also like to run several campaigns that can make that happen apart from development. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much. I think we still have a little more time here. And I have one more question I want to open to anybody here, anybody of the contestants. The question is, what competitive advantage does your project have that makes you feel confident in this incredibly competitive landscape? And anybody, if you have an answer, please unmute your mic if you're brave.
Yeah, I'd like to take that.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So I think the advantage that we have right now is a very strong community, and that's what we'd like to offer to other projects that are looking to grow, because growth is something that is always required, and that is something that the projects have to always look after throughout their survival, right? And having this strong community and being able to even engage them on a campaign to campaign basis, our community basically looks for next work. So having this is our biggest advantage, and we are only planning to scale this and also utilize this for other projects and help them and grow.
Cool. And real quickly, I think Stein, if you could answer that as well, and then we'll move on.
Yeah, I was gonna say pretty much the same thing. Our community, like I said, has been with us since the beginning, and I think our advantage is in the way we are taking into consideration the voice of the community in pretty much most of the decisions of the platform. So I think that's very important, because without community, the project most projects would probably fail. So I think that's one of our competitive advantages, having a governance form that's working and using that in order to get a pulse of the community.
Cool. Thank you very much, Monica and Stein, for those answers. But we're almost running out of time here. So before we go, we definitely have to hear from Ben from KCC to give us some final thoughts here.
Well, great. Well, thank you. Thank you, Limarc. So I like to tell the story and do a little bit review this event, and finally give a little bit what we are going to do in the future, right? So as we all know, so the name is the core and spirit of the project, right? So do you guys ever think about it? Why KCC is named KCC? No. So let's begin the words. So it's KuCoin community chain, right? So you can easily tell that KuCoin is our back and where it stands, and community is our foundation and our greatest treasure, right? So we couldn't say that at right time we are the best public chain, but you can say we cherish every single users in our community. So that's true. And KC inherits the user experience-oriented culture from KuCoin, and I guess we are going to push the experience boundary to the next level. So thanks to our incredible community and our community developers, so around 120 projects has applied for this unicorn contest. So what a great number. We've accumulated around 500,000 addresses, and the TVL has exceeded 66 million. Oh, wow. So this is the very first hackathon we host. So you can expect that a series of events and supporting plans to be announced soon. So let's do the puzzle together to make the KCC greater. So we are entering an explosive development phase in the coming days. Then let's enjoy the multiple times growth in the next couple of months. So let's say we'll continuously support our ecosystem. So that's our mission and commitment. So we launched a 15 million ecosystem accelerator program for discovering and supporting KCC's elite projects. So besides the rewards, we have incubating opportunities, 10 million in liquidity support and builders bounties and marketing support from KCC, KCC GoDAO, and KCC GoDAO ambassadors and our strategy partners. So with the release of the KCS white paper, I don't know if you guys already read it before. So, and we are closing, we are disclosure of the 150 million strategy fundraising of KuCoin. So the future roadmap between KCC and KuCoin is bringing to the stage. So KCC is committed to be the Web3 infrastructure as a critical part of the decentralized blockchain for the KCS ecosystem. So which provides crypto users with a one-stop solution for the Web3 and Metaverse world. So KCC together with KCS and KuCoin is vividly performing the national equilibrium strategy of centralization and decentralization. So yeah, I guess I'm almost here. So congrats again for our BAS projects. And thank you guys for the contributions made to our community. So if your project's not integrated with KCC yet, let's come on to get yourself a piece of cake, right? Let's fucking go. So let's back to
LFG.
Cool. Was that all, Ben?
Yes.
Awesome. We just have one more minute here, and there are actually lots of questions posed towards KCC in the chat as well. So if you don't mind, why don't we end with this final question? What makes KCC different? Why KCC over other platforms? If you can say that in 1 minute.
Yeah, that's a great question. I believe I already answered it in my last words. So, because we focus on community, that's why we name community chain. We don't name ourselves as like smart chain or Bitcoin chain. So we name ourselves as a community chain. So we really cherish every single users that they experience our projects, experience our ecosystems. So we would like to bring them most best great project experience and like Web3 experience and infrastructures. Like we have SAGs, we have DEXs, and also we have KCCs that makes us stand out at the market.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Ben, for those awesome final words. And again, thank you to all of the projects that came and gave your killer presentations today. And lastly, thank you to this really lively chat, both on Twitter and YouTube. We really appreciate it. And for people that did miss this, tell them not to worry. We will have the webinar recap available, as well as the recording of this webinar up in a couple of days. So thanks, everyone. And I guess we'll talk to you later.
Thanks, Limarc.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Bye bye.